Good morning. I am so happy to have you here for the Gathering Academy. Today we're going to be talking about the MyHeritage website. We'll talk more about the app in coming weeks. We're going to do a few weeks of this, and then we'll follow that by some ancestry. We'll come back to some of the AI that we've been talking about. I've had some amazing things, and maybe I'll just pop that in next time, some of the amazing things that I've had experiences with Gemini. But I just wanted to do a short little intro to something that you can test this week. And I'd love to hear your success stories. Let me back up just a second. If you are listening on audio only, like on a podcast, you will want to come back and go to YouTube and click on the video version. One will say audio, the other one doesn't say anything, so you'll know that that's the video version. So come join us on the video so you can see what I'm demonstrating. Also, would love to see you at Roots Tech. I will be popping in and out, and I would love for you to experience it. It is an incredible boost. It's so nice to be around people if you can be here physically in Salt Lake City, or if you just join virtually. But it really is a boost to helping you to feel more confident in what you're doing. But when you're here in person and you get to be surrounded by all of these other people that have a love for their ancestors and their family, it's pretty incredible. So we're going to share screen. Allow to share screen. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to take you to my family search homepage. I just want to do a review that if you go down to the bottom and you click on the solutions gallery, this is where you go as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You have the ability to get access to these websites, including MyHeritage, which we're talking about, for free. So that's a partner benefit because of we're as members of the church. So all of these right here, Ancestry, MyHeritage, Find My Past, American Ancestors, GenealogyNet, Philae, and Storied. All of these things are free. So if you don't have your free account, and a lot of people that I talk to don't have accounts for MyHeritage, it's kind of the hidden gem. And I hope that you will see that as well, the benefit that it can be to you. So you just come in here and you'll click on it. And when I click on it, I already have an account, but I can click on this join for free, and then it will take me through. And it tells you some of the benefits of MyHeritage. You have the ability to import your family tree from Family Search into there. It will help you make record matches. You can search in one language and find records in other languages and with spelling variations, which is really cool. They also have an amazing ability to edit your photos, which is really fun on your phone. I've taken photos that are black and white from Family Search, downloaded them, and then colorized them. And it's really, really fun. And they also have the ability to animate it. My kids kind of think it's creepy. I think it's really cool to just see them come to life rather than being just this static photo. They also it's all over the world. The headquarters are in Israel. And because of that, there's a high European user rate and a lot of European family trees. So if you have ancestors in Europe, there's a high chance that you have a cousin or some distant relative that has created a tree and has added it that can be a jumping off point for you. And we'll demonstrate that in just a second. And then you also have the ability of the MyHeritage mobile app, which is just amazing. So the benefits for Latter-day Saints, it's free, unlimited premium plus family site, free access to 19 billion historical records, and free family tree builder software. So I recommend that you come in, and that's kind of your first homework if you don't have that, is to create your MyHeritage account. So let me take you back to here we go. Let's go back to the main page. So I wanted to demonstrate how I have been able to use this to find family in Norway. This can work for people all over the world. I've had great success with my Scandinavians. So if I come down on the right, I'm going to scroll down till it says free access to top sites. You'll see I've got these all checked. Just make sure yours is checked for MyHeritage. There's also a spot here where you can do a to-do list. So this is where I pop in an ID number of somebody that I need to come back to. It's the end of the day. I've got to go to bed or I get disrupted, and so I can come back. So I put this little to do, Norway relative. So I'm going to click on this ID number, and this is my Hans Gustav Wisting. So let's see, we did his work his endowment was done in 2013, and I think we did the ceiling. No, we didn't do the ceiling. Somehow I worked on this family and did something for them. Can't remember what, but there's a reason that I wanted to come back to him. So I may have worked on his kids or something. So you can see he was born in Oslo and he died. And see how this spelling, notice this when you're in Family Search, if you see somebody spelling it Norge instead of Norway, then that gives me the idea that somebody from Norway has been working on this family. And so what I like to do is click on the little pencil and I can see, so I was actually the last one that did something on it. So, but usually there'll be somebody else that did work on it and I can click on that, or I can go over to the side, latest changes. So you can see I've done it. That's my screen name. And if I scroll down, we'll see if we can find this example. Here we go. So we've got this guy and David Andrew Fidland. And if I click on him, I can see actually he lives in the United States. So, but I could send him a message. So he may not have been the one that originally put that in. It could be this guy, John Christensen, or this guy. So somebody may have put that in originally. So I've digressed just a second. So let's go back to Hans. So we're going to click on the back. When I'm in Hans, I have his family here. We've got some children. I've got a lot of dates. I may not have spouses. Let's click on Jens. So I don't have a spouse for Jens. I don't even have I need to add more information here because I don't have a place. So one very easy way before I start doing anything, or if I've never done much in this country, in Norway, or if it was another country, go to my heritage over here on the search records. And it will have you sign in if you're not already signed in. I'm signed in, so it'll automatically take me there. This My Heritage Library Edition is if you're in a Family Search Center or library, and you can access it that way. I always say create your own account and go through the personal because it saves every search that you did. So then you'll see where you've been. And then you can add to your tree within My Heritage. So you click on the My Heritage, and what it does is it takes you to the My Heritage website. And it says it's in partnership with Family Search. It has your information up here. You have a little envelope up in the top bar. It's your inbox with somebody. Right now I have one message waiting for me. I've sent messages to people. You can translate it or change it to a different language. If you look here on this main page, you've got the home. When I hover over that, you can invite people to see your site. So see it says Håkonsen website because I've uploaded my tree for at least 4 generations from Family Search. Here's my family tree that I've uploaded. You can import a GEDCOM from like your Roots Magic or something like that. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. You can do discoveries and it'll do matches by people, by source. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Photos. This is where you can colorize. You can make your photo appear living. We'll talk about that later. You can explore it in this next week. This is DNA. There'll be some good sales for the DNA kits at Roots Tech. So, or during Roots Tech time. So just know that you could probably get usually they're like in the 40s, maybe $40. Normally I think they're 99. And then research. This is a huge place that we'll talk about that has great information. But for our intents and purposes right now, I just wanted to show you this. And this is your homework for the week. This is a very short session today because I want you to explore this with different people on your tree and see where you're successful, where you found other people around the world that are adding their tree. So we can see here, the first one that comes up is a My Heritage tree. And it's the Hjalmarist website. And I look at the name, Gudvald Hjalmarist. That's how you say it. And he has created a tree and it has Hans Gustav Wisting. So I take a look. What I like to look at is I like to see, has he done a lot of research on this person? And I go to the ones that have the most research done first. So here he's got a lot of unknowns. So I'm like, I will look at this And I may even send him a message, and I'll show you how you do that. I'm going to go to the next one. This one is by John Arthur Nielsen. And he's got a lot of information, and he has a picture, which is amazing. So I thought, I think I'm going to look at this. You can click on either the name or this view record. So I'm going to click on view record. And hopefully it will be fast. It's being slow. I'm going to try it again. Let's just go on his name. See if it's any faster. That was faster. I don't know why it was slower that other way. So here we get the picture. You can click on the picture and the little plus. And it's always good to send a message to the person that has created the tree and ask permission to be able to use that picture if you're going to put it on your own family search tree. And there he is. It's kind of a very blurry sketch, but almost can kind of see like a little smile right there. So that scan wasn't very good, but it's kind of cool. So I get his birth date. This gives me a clue. So remember, this is secondary information. I'm not seeing it in a primary source, but I can go and use that then to go find the original source. And you might be saying, well, how do I find the original source? We can talk about that. If there's an interest, I would love to share a little bit about how you can find some of those within Family Search and on outside sources. But he gets some information about his occupation, his marriage, and we're getting exact places. We're getting the farm in the parish, in the county in Norway. And then the death, we're getting the same thing, the farm, and then we get the parish, and then it's changed just a little bit for the county. You have a lot of that changes in Norway. And then a burial. Excuse me. So you can see, excuse me, that we have now also information for children. So now I can compare all of this with what I've got on Family Search. And if I click on any of these children, so here's Harold, then I may get a little bit more information. It wasn't a lot, but it was a little bit. So if I'm on here, and I make sure you always, excuse me, copy where you got this. From the Nielsen website, you can attach your source to Family Search. So once you find this, then you don't lose it and you could come back to it. I can also contact the person that created the tree. So I click the contact, and then I can send an email. And then this is where these messages will come back and you'll be able to see them. So just watch for this little envelope up here. All right. So that is it's just short and simple today. I'm going to, let's stop sharing screen. Okay, we're back. So my invitation to you is to test this out. Send me a message. And I had a new grandbaby this week, so that's kind of disrupted my life a little bit in a very good way. Hence the short My Heritage. But test this out. Let me know what you think, and next week we'll do a deeper dive into all that you can find from it. Have a great day.